Hey, I'm Gluszek from the Bass University. This is my classic, and today I want to talk a little bit about boat rigging. And it's such an important part of fishing is, having not only the best equipment, but having somebody that you can depend on that understands how that equipment works on your boat, how to get it rigged, right. Because when you're out there on the lake, when you're in the heat of battle, last thing you want is any kind of breakdowns or any kind of failures just due to installation or any of that kind of stuff. So fortunately for me, I work with a company called North Jersey Marine, and they're experts at rigging boats, and I've depended on them for the last dozen years, and I'm tickled to death that they're still with me, and they're going to be with me here at this year's Bassmasters Classic. And they're going to help me rig some equipment. I'm going to talk to you about some of the new products that I'm putting on my ride this year. Of course, I'm going to have the Evinrude. I got to have the E-Tech. I'm going to have the E-Tech 250. Tremendously dependable motor, very fast. It's going to help me, from a time management perspective and dependability. Love having those on my boat. But here's some new stuff. One of which is a Hydrowave. Hydrowave is an audio technology deal. A lot of you guys have read about it. It's a great product. It does something that's very unique. It stimulates feeding activity based on audio. The sounds of fish feeding on shad. It's a tremendous tool. And although I have limited experience with it, I do know one thing. Every single speaker that I have coming into my Bass University program has one on their boat. And they all use them, from Mike and Ellie to on down the road. Everybody that comes in, they all use it. They all have comments about how effective it is, and I've seen it in action. I've seen it in action here on the Upper Chesapeake, where I do most of my fishing. So I got a brand new unit that's going to be going on my boat. I think it's going to be real important, because in that cold water, you're going to need every trick in the book to get those fish activated and trigger their strikes. So I'm definitely going to be using that. And then after I catch about 30 or 40 pounds a day, I run into a situation of fish management, which I sure hope I have that situation. But this is a product called the Fish Guardian, and this is very unique. I'm going to add it to my boat this year. And what it does is it injects into your live well the catch and release formulas that you want to use, so that you don't have to carry those bottles. You don't have to remember to do it. You do have to remember. You just have a button you push, and it just automatically injects right into your live well system. So it's just one less thing that you have to be thinking about, have to be managing while you're in tournament competition, and it also gives you extra time. You're talking about a couple extra casts a day. It might not sound like a lot, but man, when you're competing against the best in the world and the biggest tournament in the world, every single cast counts. And if this can save me 5 to 10 casts a day, just in time management alone, I've done myself a service. Much less being able to care for those fish, that is going to give me extra weight at the scales and allow me to release those fish healthier than when I caught them. And that's very important to me personally. So this is a new product. It's called the Fish Guardian. I'm going to have it on my boat this year. One other product that I'm definitely going to have, and you got to have it, is you got to have the sonar technology that can help you see things to the side and down in a way that we've never been able to see it before. And this is an HDS-10 Generation 2. I can look out to the side. I can see brush piles, rock piles, schools of bait, fish, all those things I can see now. And then I can look down and I can see those brush piles in a way that I've never been able to see it before. You on your standard sonar screen, you see something pop up, you're not sure what it is. Man, now you can really look at it and really identify what that type of habitat is. It's so important, because a lake like Grand Lake, where we're going to for the Classic, it's a pattern lake. So you find fish on rock piles, you're going to want to find rock piles everywhere around the lake. If they're on brush piles, you're going to want to find the brush piles. So being able to interpret exactly what the structure is going to help you in your pattern fishing. And it's going to certainly something that I'm going to be keying on at Bassmasters Classic. These are just a few of the things that I'm adding to my boat to help my performance, to give me the edge, to really help me try to win this tournament. And that's what we're all going down there to do. Certainly, that's what I'm going down there to do. I'm Gluszek from the Bass University. This is my Bassmasters Classic.